Hi guys, Todd here again with TW Home Show. Welcome back to the channel, and should I say RV Adventures as well, because we got our Outlaw back out of the body shop and service center, all ready for our next destination or journey, however you want to look at it. It looks sparkling clean. They cleaned it all up for us, and I only had one issue when I went to pick it up. The pinch molding up top that ran down this driver's side was hanging off in their parking lot. They told me, here, go pick it up in this lot here, and I went there and that's hanging down. I'm like, why are they giving it back to me like this, looking like this? So they came out and took a look at it and said, we'll try. I'll get one of my technicians to stick it back in. But that just happened naturally. We didn't even really touch that side, even though they did replace the whole rear cap in the body shop. And then the worker came out on a ladder, tried to stick it back in, but it was just falling back out. Those things, they're just made out of rubber or elastic type of molding that fit into a track, and I went ahead and replaced that today. So I ordered some online, Amazon. I just told them to cut it off at the dealership. Anyway guys, I got some new information to share with you on a project I'm going to be doing to our Outlaw. I may have mentioned it in past videos, but I've started that project. And I've already made a long way within 15 minutes. I said, I better grab the camera because everybody's going to want to see this on my channel. So anyway, stick around and we'll be right back. And we're back. All right guys, first before we go address what I'm doing in the RV, our Outlaw, I'm going to take you out back because I finished a project that you saw in my last video on TW Home Show. If you're from RV Adventures, you might want to go check that out. If you're interested, maybe you have a homestead or something and you still work on a home as well as your RV. But I'm out here in our courtyard here in the pool area. Remember that wall I was working on? Well, I've got it completed now. Let me show you. I'll turn you around here. All completed. I got the LED lighting up in there at the top and also in both planters with fresh mulch in there under the palm trees. And while I'm over on this side, I cleaned up this little kitchenette area here. I put a new sink in and new faucet. Nice new sink and faucet, modern looking. So that's ready for our move out. And I took out the rusty old stove top and put in this butcher block. It's kind of like a tray, but I siliconed it on here. So now it's like a prep board or cutting board for prep right near your sink. If you're getting stuff ready, you could always get a tabletop grill to put right here and prep everything over here. And then I've still got to get a mini fridge to put in there before we leave. But we'll go over here. I did a special treatment to the door because I didn't like that door sticking out. I didn't want that door painted tan like the rest of our doors. I wanted to kind of just blend into this wall here. So I found this faux wood paint by Gianni or something on Amazon. And then I also ordered a special wood grain tool to make this look kind of like real wood door to a similar color. It's not the exact color as the siding, but a similar color anyway. So it just kind of is dark and it just fades way back in there. So it's not a sore spot. It's not gonna take away from the looks. And since I have this new type of material, besides our stacked stone features on our columns and stuff, and over there near the front door, right here, now I'm introducing another type of material with this slat wall. So I got a little extra, and I'll show you what I did with that out here. When you enter the house through the driveway, I'll show you from a point of view here. If you're coming into our house from this driveway that's shared, Now we've got the wood slats. We got travertine that was already on here for focal points, and this wood slat here. I had faux stone that didn't have UV protection on it, and it faded over time. Otherwise I would have kept it, but I figured let's try something different so we can kind of tie this material into the house with our new pull wall, our pull feature wall. And I think it turned out pretty nice. And then wrapped it around the corner here. There's a small area there where electrical and cable comes up through. I left them a space there, and then it wraps around the corner right here. I think it turned out pretty nice. Now let me take you into the RV, show you my next project. Okay, next project coming right up. Of course, we got our new Chill Cube ACs in, 2 of them. They're working nice and cool, so I can do this project in here. And I've already removed this. I'm going to show you, I've got some pictures before that I'll put on the screen here. And then I've got some partial pictures where I've taken like the table out first that I'll put on the screen. And some other pictures of before. Alright guys, we're making progress now. I got the 3 cabinets put together, and as you saw, this was my workstation right here. Cabinet assembly, all the hardware and everything, and I was able to just barely get it in through here. The cabinets were like 24 inches, the largest one, 24 inches wide, and this is about 25 inches with this sliding glass door opening here. And I'm going to take you in here and show you, I kind of got it staged a little bit so you can kind of see my plan come together. So that's approximately how far they're going to stick out. And I notice I'm going to need a steel L or step molding right there that I've ordered, and then have it go around the corner there. And right here, this cabinet will be a top drawer. And then down here, I have to cut out. The dishwasher is a little bit wider by about 1/4 inch on each side to have it centered. And of course, cut this out. And I think I'm going to have it set up on this drawer bracket so that I can actually pull the dishwasher unit out to reach back. And that's where I'll put an outlet in there to plug it in. And I'll have to drill a water access hole for our water entry and exit. But the outlet was in the front of this other bench seat, and that outlet is right there, so I can reuse that same outlet, which is nice. And that orange and white wire right there, that I'm going to run underneath the cabinets and have it come out, drill a hole here for the CO2 sensor, so we'll be safe again. I got a new bracket for the TV, so I've got that removed for now. And you say, Todd, what is this cabinet for? Well, this cabinet, it's got a drawer and a door right here that opens this way, and I won't be able to open this up all the way once I get it in place. That's going to be right there behind it, so it's going to be in long ways like this, just like it's facing now. and the drawer and the cabinet door will be the drawer there, and then the cabinet door underneath facing out this way. And then I got a butcher block countertop, which I'm going to finish and stain and hopefully router it so it's got like a bull nose to match our countertop here with that bull nose effect. We'll do that. And then I'm planning on probably putting in a shelf here with the butcher block as well. Come out to about here or so with a shelf. And then we can eat there. Me and Cheryl can eat right here. And I was thinking, you know, well, this other cabinet has the drawers, the drawer and the door. If I put this here, well, I was thinking of cutting a piece that has hinges on it. I'll put hinges on it, and it can fold over this way, fold over the top of here. And then when you need to use it, unfold it and put like a molding stop there. So then you can have a full bar right there for 2 people. So what do you think? You got my idea now, right? So I've got to, let me show you what I got to do next. Right here, this cabinet's not sitting quite evenly right now. The back is up. That's because of this right here. This access panel. I got to cut that. I've got it marked there. So I got to cut that out. Come up about 3/4 of an inch right there for this channel so it will sit flat. And I'll have to do the same for this cabinet over here. And then this cabinet over here, I'll have to cut some of the side out right here, the back side, to allow for these electrical boxes. So those will fit inside of it. I don't think I'm leaving anything out. That's it. So I'll set the camera up and show you a few cuts and stuff, and the process as I make my way to completion.
I wanted to know what it's like to drive down Sunset Boulevard with you. And I just want to take one more bite of everything and every cold summer night. Let's get a little too drunk. Are you down? 'Cause I just got to move. Take a look at all shine lights. Nothing beats that view. Will you meet me on the floor tonight? And it's California. I couldn't have warned you, baby. Yeah, this place just makes you, kinda makes you want to. Yeah, it makes you want to. I just wanna take one more sip. Drink it and I just can't get enough. Like the sun always crashing
Nice.
in, and the way you look at me.
Nicely done.
Yeah, I think I'm falling.
Take a look.
Sweet talk, sun
Flat even with this one now.
Let's
Cut
just
down here,
all in.
just like that.
'Cause I just got to move.
Where's our outlet? Right here. Oh, right there. Next, I guess I'll cut the outlet out. But first, I think I'm going to open up the dishwasher and see where that needs to be. And I just want that wire to come up here. There's going to be like a square void here where this cabinet is going to end when I put this other cabinet back in here. It's only going to go 24 inches. This is 12. So another 12, so it'll come to about right there. And then our electric can go in there, and like I said, a hole and a hole there underneath the sink to run the water lines through.
'Cause I just got to move. Take a look at all the shining lights. Nothing beats that view. Will you meet me on the floor tonight? And it's California. I couldn't have warned you,
Alright guys, so I got my mark here. I got to cut this whole corner out. And I still got to go back there and measure the depth, how far in. And there is a bracket, a corner bracket right here on the inside. I'm going to flip this over, the cabinet over, and take them 4 screws out. There's 2 screws here, 2 screws here. And I'm going to move the bracket up above my cut line here and put that bracket right here. So we still have corner reinforced right here after I cut this corner out all the way here and down, and then around this corner I got to measure how deep I need it and down that way. So we'll take out a chunk down there in the corner as well, and that bottom part of that bottom as well, and we'll put our bracket, that lower bracket up here more to hold that whole corner together to keep the integrity of the shape. Here's that bracket right here. Alright, we're going to relocate this up further. Here's the depth from the wall I need to cut out too. So I'm going to put this bracket like in here somewhere on the inside, right above this line to hold that bottom corner. And that should do it. Alright, I'm going to use the circular saw on this, cut up this way, and then in that way, and then I'll flip it. I got to cut down the L here. So, I'll try this.
I just got to move. Take a look at all the shining lights. Nothing beats like
Okay. Limited space. Okay, now we're going to be cutting. Here's our cut from the other side there. Cut this way and that way. Alright, now, there's another cut I need to do here, I see. Clean that up with my jigsaw, these corners, and then I gotta cut this. Limited space. Alright, I don't know if this multi-tool is going to work, but I'm going to give it a shot here. Alright, I got to tighten up, make this work better.
I stumble and I can't get up, fall into the sun. This time I think I had enough. I'm drowning in doubt. Lights fading, but I'm holding on. I can't escape.
Got it. Nice stained burnt wood look. Oh boy. There we have it. The corner cut out of our counter, or our cabinet. And that's cut out to fit those electrical connections right there. Alright, I forgot. We got to do one more cut on this other side for this cabinet. That's for that hump, that black access panel on the floor. We got to cut out right here. Nothing behind it. So I'm going to take my circular saw up here. First I'm going to drill some holes for the corners.
Chains are holding me.
making progress now. Let me explain something what I got ahead of me so you know my challenge. Right here. Now there was a spacer board right here between the back of the bench, but this doesn't come out far enough to meet this cabinet here. There's still a gap there, you see, but it does come flush with this countertop right here. So I need to measure this distance here between the cabinets and this cabinet, the wood cabinet and the gray cabinet, and probably get some wood pieces and screw them in to the side down here. And then when I put this up against it, it will be square to them and I'll have something to screw into. But for now, we're going to go ahead, and then we have to see how we're going to bolt these down. I believe I'm going to get some brackets or something at Lowe's, some L brackets for the floor to mount. But we're going to do a dry fit first, so let's pull this out and get this other cabinet in place and see what we're looking at. We're good, guys. Looking good here. So we come in. Notice it'll stick out a little bit. That's fine. The booth did anyway. See, it's kind of even with that other booth right there. That's where the booth was sticking out anyway with the drawer front. All this is going to be nice butcher block, stained butcher block cap or countertop space. It's going to be unbelievable going from that to having all this countertop space and a dishwasher and a trash can spot right here and a silverware drawer, a big one, full-size one, unlike those little cubby holes there, and a drawer here. And a drawer back here, and tons of storage there. Guys, this is going to be like a dream come true. I can't believe it. And you see how easy it is. It just kind of plan it out in your head. You got to do a sketch like I did beforehand. I sketched this out probably over a month ago, just sitting watching TV, and after I got my measurements for here. And then I planned it all out. I looked at Home Depot and Lowe's, because I got those cabinets from Home Depot, the ones up there that are gray. The Home Depot, they were out of stock of the size one that I needed for the dishwasher. That was the main size I needed. So I went to Lowe's and they had gray, but it's a little darker gray than the Home Depot gray cabinets, and slightly different style. They don't have the panel finish quite the same, but once you get the butcher block countertop on here, that's going to look like a shadow down on here, making you think that, oh, that's darker because it's lower below the countertop. But I think it'll make a great match. Mixing the wood to the gray cabinets to the wood butcher block will kind of bring that wood cabinet over to on top of these, like a wood. So, all right, I'll check back in with you in just a bit. But actually, I think that's all I'm going to do on this one. You got the plan now, and I'm going to make a little bit of progress here. Got to figure out how to bolt these in, strap them in. I'll let you know on the next video. But for now, I hope you enjoyed the video, and let me know if you liked my plan here and how you think it's going to turn out. I think it's going to be great, but I'd like to hear from you guys. I'll see you on the next video.